Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. This is great. Okay. Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Rukshana, and we are here with another session of International Internship University International Students Development Council. I have Ms. Maha here, who is the president, and we will be taking this session forward. Again, today we will be learning about digital marketing, which is to unleash the power of online brilliance. With that being said, I am the founder and CEO of Sabina Digital Media Services. So we are 4+ years of expertise, company right here in India. And today we will bring you all insights from our 4+ years of expertise in the field in just 30 minutes. So as you have heard, this very famous quote that is king of you definitely know how it is very important role in digital
Okay, go.
Oh, it just got out. I think we can get
Continue. It's
in
okay.
between.
It just
There
got out. I think we can get continue.
in between.
It just
Audible to
Aisha, you can go ahead. We are still on.
got that. Okay, through what our company. So Sabina Digital Media Services is a place with like over 4+ years of expertise, industry experience, especially with 10+ corporate clients who are very happy with our works. And then we have a widespread audience of 1.6 million plus. So we are your go-to place for all digital media services, covering everything from content creation to marketing and branding to give your brand a strong online presence. So these are the services. We do all marketing and branding services from creating your website to marketing it with SEO, and then we will do social media management for your companies or for anything that you are up to. And we will also take care of your graphic designing and content creation part. And then just to introduce, we will also take care of your LinkedIn for ghostwriting. So, my dear audience, right here, one thing that we are really missing out on our entire lives is that some people tend to believe that Instagram is not a very professional platform. So just get out of this band, see, if your band is not now on Instagram, it should definitely be. Because if it's already there, then it's totally fine. But if you're not there, then you're missing out on something that is truly very important. So today, as you can see, there are around 500 million, monthly active Instagram users, and even 95 million photos and videos are shared daily. So every photo earns about 4.2 billion likes per day, and you get to research a lot of you get into even in the researching firm Elto, they found that Instagram has the highest conversation rate from normal friends, audience to actual clients that are right there. So the average engagement rate on Instagram is 2.26 percentage versus Facebook's 0.2 percentage and Twitter's 0.02 percentage. So why have we chosen Instagram as the best platform for us to convert our digital media presence all at once? This question might pop up your mind. But the main agenda of this is to ensure that you reach a lot of audience. You reach a bandwidth of 500 million people, and you have an opportunity to prove yourselves in the midst of all the 500 that you have across. And as you can see here, we will then try to learn how we can set, measure, and track our Insta growths. So as you can see, before traveling on any Instagram journey or Facebook journey or Twitter journey, you need to start with one question. Why am I doing this? So defining your why is a simple agenda that keeps you and makes you, set measurable yet trackable, goals that can help you track up your success. So every business has a different type of goal, and I am no longer intervening into that. But one thing that you need to make sure is to how, you make that why definable to the goals that are immeasurable within yourself. So you may use Facebook as a means of keeping customers updated on your products. You may use your Instagram strategy. You may create a brand awareness. So here are like few Instagram example goals that you can set up in order to, keep your brand growing and glowing. So first, create and generate brand awareness. This should never be in the case of artificial generation. Try to imbibe keyword optimization so that it gets to a newer level of actually optimizing, build a community with your followers. So your followers are your go-to people for anything and everything that you do. So never ever miss out on your followers, because once you build a community with them, you start to you start to live through each and every aspect of your life with them. And that community, when you are in a need, will definitely come and support you. So try to build followers as a community instead of followers as an audience only. So increasing engagement with customers and prospects is definitely another go-to thing that you should definitely do. So for example, if there is a page that is lively interacting with the fellows right here, then make sure that you interact with them too. So once you gain them as a follower back, then they will engage with your post, and this is how you engage, you create an engagement, and you give engagement to other people in order for you to get it back. So start developing an employer brand. And so this is like an expression, one important key is that you have to have an employer brand within your own circle, especially in the case of B2B brands. So here we will then go into Instagram one-on-one, like setting the bar for success too high. So social media teams are just that, you know, very good teams at once. So when you work for a business, there is likely a chance that, more than one person in charge of sourcing, creating, posting your content. So you need to create style guide that helps everyone on the same page. And, so once you and your teammates are in the same page, then you have Instagram and you have success of Instagram within your hand. So the best Insta brands are those who maintain a consistent aesthetic throughout all their posts. So try to set up a theme for your Instagram, try to craft it in a different way, try to highlight it and try to develop your style guide, create your portfolio, and make sure that you're following a color palette, a composition, and a type of editing that will recognize yourself for all you are. So that's how we are then traveling back to creating and curating and also brushing the content to make your digital presence a very good one. So what do you think about creation? So despite being, a red, Mars is a cold place. I can tell you. So the creation of Mars itself is a big creation, right? So your creations should be something that can insist and say that, something as marvelous as Mars should be your creation. So try to create and, work your heart and soul for it and try to make something very useful out of it. Make it impactful so that to the level that you are right here, you can definitely make a change with what you are creating. So how do you create it? So I can see, I can tell that my that the Mars that I created. So Mars is a planet, as you guys know. So if I am creating a Mars, then I need to tell people how giant, what are the features that are imbibed in this, and how I can make it look very attractive. So, for example, I can say, despite being red, Mars is a cold place with giant gas systems, and also it is the biggest planet. So that's how you curate your content with features and imbibers that are right in there. And at last, when you do both of these, that's how you get a fulfilled content. So I can say that, with this, another one example with planets that I give is for Mercury. So I can say that Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. So this has both the attributes, like how you are imbibing on the closeness of both the planets and how you say that it is drastically related to each other. So maybe you can now, okay, let me ask you a question. There is an Instagram page that doesn't engage with. There is an Instagram page that wants to put up their post, but seeing no worth coming up. So that is when you would need a BA in Instagram. No, it is not any BA like we study. It is the BA that is business account in Instagram. So in this business account, you will get an option to access your valuable insights, create a contact button that will help and connect you with people, create some contents that will help you understand how far it is reaching and optimize your content on that basis. So that's why we say we have to mix it up. So as you can see, Vogue is a very big brand. So they become an Instagram star because their team is like very smart about using visual mediums like Canva, like Adobe Express, Adobe Photoshop, and everything. So that's how you need to have a mix up of all these smart works that you or your team can bring about. So just because their team is smart, it doesn't mean that we cannot be smarter than them. So try your level best to be smarter and try to mix it up so that the trend gets aligned and you are always on the top of the trend. So, for example, as you can see, Vogue are like very minimal in their visual medium. They just mix and match, and they do different type of contents like new photo shoots, achieved shots, and behind the scene, shots, and also values-based posts that align with their core values, enhancing women's rights and everything. So that's how you are entitled to design. So mix it up and get on to an alignment stating that, hey, this is what I and my brand are up to, and this is who we are and what we do. So that's how you explain yourself and you project yourself to a whole new level. And as you can see here, It is not something that is just about the postings. It is something that is definitely there to, do something with your, except for something that you post, people tend to look at the caption that you put there. So while Instagram was founded as a visual channel, some of the smartest brands are using captions to, really tell a story. So be a storyteller in your own brand. So, for example, the New York Times is a classic example of this. So on every NYT's post, as far as I've analyzed, the caption spanned at least 10 lines of text. It is very short, with maximum reaching around 25 plus lines, but they have a profound index into that. And that's how it's a definite strategy that has a clear objective that informs people, carries out action items, and then we will be getting aligned with that on the days that are to come. So it is the definite strategy that we have a clear objective lined up as contents in the form of storytelling so that our audience who are not just impressed by our photos can also get an insight about what we're trying to say from the comments and the captions that we put forth. And then, as you can see, one main important mistake that most of the brands do is not setting up their bios right. So as you can see here, these are two comparative analyses of ASOS, and you should have heard of this very famous brand across the nation. So these are, complexly the fashion industry brands, and especially B2B brands, who do a lot of insights on how their brand visibility should be. So, firstly, they had their bio very simple with much hashtags that they never would need, with no optimization in what they wanted to present, and very poor insights on how they can get for it and whatnot. So then they try to hang out with a hook that inspired them to get this. So, for example, as you can see here, they are stating a CTA, which is call to action. So they state this, and then right from there, they go for see more from us here, and they'll go with all the aspirations that they have, and what are the brands that they run with, and how they are, getting their brands, like their portfolio, especially their portfolio that which they are dealing with. And then lastly, they come to a point that is already available in Instagram, which you can also customize it for for you yourself, is the location that you are trying to imbibe on. So you need to set your brand's bio very right to the level that the accuracy and that imbibed action in every human. So okay, I'm gonna knock in and see what they have. So you have to just tinker that level of curiosity. And this is why I say content writing is very important when it comes to digital marketing, and when it comes to curating and crushing the contents for utmost success all at once. So And lastly, to dehumanize, humanize your B2B brands, this is something that is very important that you need to revelate and leverage with your own. It is not like you cannot position through track URLs, but you can definitely do, but it will take a lot of time for you to reach into that insight. So as you can see, most customers are not going to follow you on Instagram to keep up to date with all your products and services. So there is an app called LinkedIn for that. So that's how you get into B2B marketers to do. And as we are B2B marketers, so we make it HubSpot and use Instagram to show the people behind the product. So HubSpot's Instagram presence is inspiring to look, at the people who work there, creating an Instagram brand that targets prospective employees as well as customers who want to be part of their, community as a whole. So these are the examples from HubSpot, which you can definitely refer to. And at last, it is to leverage your content, user content. So Instagram is, as I said, is again a big difficult part for B2B marketers to figure out and what they could do in order to, get started. So you should show your face and you try to make it very humane contents that are existing right away. So that's how you tackle every ounce of your progress with your page that is coming across. And lastly, my dear younger generations, these are the thank you notes that we're presenting to you. Thank you so much for giving me. Thank you so much, International Internship University, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. And I also thank Maha ma'am who have accepted this appeal and have granted me this wonderful opportunity of presenting in front of such wonderful leaders like you guys. So thank you, everyone. And I'm open to all queries that you guys might have. Over to you, Maha ma'am. Okay, so just to get this going, one of the queries that we receive from all around the world is how we can stay consistent with all the types of branding and how we can stay consistent with posting with everything that is happening around. So one key item for that is how you tackle how so consistency is like there is the biggest key right here. You need to set up a calendar. You need to start framing up things. You need to optimize yourself for the trends. And you don't need to worry about the amount of algorithms change. As long as you're consistent in posting at least 12 to 15 posts per month, then you are definitely on a good spot. Then go, just handle your Instagram with the spirit that you can do it and you will be able to do it. At last, content is the king, so make sure that you get it. Okay, Muhammad, I think we can pause here and disconnect. Sorry that you get it.
Thank you.
Okay, Muhammad, I think we can pause here.